Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. I am going to keep it very brief. Today we're only going to look at BTC USD and that's pretty much it. First of all, I want to start off with extending the volume profile, and then you can see that the value area low and the value area high are a little bit shifting and they're both coming a little bit more to the center, as you can see right here. Let me do this one more time. Then you can see that both the blue lines are shifting a little bit more to the center, value area low, value area high. And then we actually just had a very nice bounce yesterday off that value area low. I didn't play it, but there might be a little bit more juice, shall we say, to the upside, and that actually would be very nice. First thing I want to show you is that we got front run yesterday just a tiny bit on our golden pocket, measured from the bottom to the low, back to the golden pocket and then higher, but you can see, I hope at least, that the candle is not really reaching the golden pocket. So we got front run, went lower and then just went higher. So that is a little bit of a bummer. I didn't take the trade. It was also not such a tremendous move up. I mean, we're talking about approximately 2%, so you haven't missed the boat, shall we say, but it is a bit of a bummer that we kind of missed it here on the golden pocket. I saw it and then I was actually hoping for a retest or another retrace or maybe a bullish divergence at and around their golden pocket, but we never got it and we just went higher. So unfortunately for me, I didn't take the trade. If you did take the trade, then congratulations. Another pattern, or a pattern that I'm still looking out for to play out, is just a much bigger descending triangle that we are forming already for a while. And yes, I have been redrawing this also a couple of times, but it still looks like that this actually still might be very much in play. And then I would say the bottom is then kind of horizontal. The breakout would be then in a couple of days. And we're kind of leading bearish into this, so you would then break down. Let me quickly check what a target is or could be. You know what, let's be quite conservative here. Let's get a little bit deeper into the pattern. I think we're coming then close to 14k. Yeah, so approximately 14k ish is then the target. If we're going higher, that actually something I would really prefer, because then we are still taking out all the liquidity on these tops right here. Like I said already in yesterday's video, a lot of traders will have shorts and I have then their stop loss above the highest wick of that short trade, and that will mean that if we are pumping higher, all of those shorts will get liquidated or will be stopped out, and that actually would be very nice. The target itself would then for me still be between 17,000 and 17,200. We have the value area high, which now is slightly shifted. We still have a golden pocket, and we also have a possible swing fill pattern, so that 17,200 is just a very nice juicy level. If we break that too, then I'm looking out for this top right here, 18,000 approximately. But in this environment, it looks like it might still be a step too far or a little bit too fast. If we would break out, then we could also say, well, we have a breakout, then we go there, not a lot of volume, and it was a fake out, and then we just breaking back in, and then eventually breaking lower and trying to put in a new low. That could be a very valid scenario, and seriously something I am taking account of. Are we really breaking then so much lower, as in 14k, 12k, 10k? We'll never know, but I still also keep being entertained with the idea that we are very close to a bottom, or maybe already the bottom is in. Something that I have told you about already in a few times, and also in previous videos, where I said please open up your mind to the idea that the bottom might be in, and let's say we are going lower once wick and then just going sideways and eventually go higher. For me, that is not really a new bottom. If there's, let's say, $100 or $200, that's not really for me a new bottom. Yes, technically it's a lower price, but it's still kind of the same price range. Now with the new real bottom, then I'm really meaning something towards 14k, 12k, 10k, etc. But actually that would be nice to maybe SFP this low one more time. Everyone thinks, oh, that was it, now we're going to 10k, and then whoop, we just right away going up again, and then swing fill pattern this low. With that being said, it's no surprise that the price has been a little bit boring the last few days. When I'm thinking to myself, that also supports the scenario of a possible bottom being in and us transitioning into a accumulation sideways phase where the price just doesn't do a lot, and then sometimes you have those days where you just suddenly drop 1 or 2% and then just sideways, and suddenly you go up again 1 or 2% and then just sideways, and then whoop, and then going down again, and then eventually you're looking back on a much broader perspective. So this is then on a daily, and then you could say, well, actually we just were in a sideways range of a couple of percent for weeks and months to come, and eventually suddenly we're going higher, but then we're really talking way further ahead, maybe halfway at 2023. Another reason why we could go higher from here, and yes, for today then I am bullish, is if we're just looking at the indicators. The 6 hour, it looks like that the money flow here wants to go higher. We still have a very nice momentum wave. This was the biggest, a little bit smaller. This is actually really textbook, especially if we were in a bull market right now. I would long the farm, of course not now, but this actually would be very nice. First a very deep money flow, then slightly higher, and also the momentum waves going higher. On the 4 hour, also doesn't look bad at all. Actually, we still have this momentum wave going higher. That probably still has some steam to go. RSI's not overbought at all. Money flow going a little bit higher. VWAP is pointing down, but it doesn't look all too bad. Same on the hourly. Maybe we first need to go a little bit lower and then going higher. Money flow is still in the green. Have to say, VWAP looks ugly, but the RSI's also still look pretty good. We have some volume coming back in. No, not too bad. On the daily, I would like to see maybe that this momentum wave goes higher around the 0 line. If we decide to go lower, then to form a trigger wave right there. And then also a confluence with the money flow and the RSIs. But so far, I do not have a very strong reason or bias to be extremely bearish and to say this thing is gonna crash, sell everything, go short, go all in. But I would say be cautious, be a little bit more neutral. We are also a little bit in no man's land, let's be honest. I mean, we are underneath the point of control, but above the value area low. So there is really, we can really go two ways. If you are a little bit more on the bullish side, just like me, then what you could entertain on, let's say, a day trade is that you wait for this to come down and that we maybe bounce off from the 38.2, the 0.5 or the golden pocket, making again a higher low, and then just us trading a little bit higher. That actually would be super nice. We have, if I'm not mistaken, only 2 trading days left for this month, today and tomorrow, and then we're starting off a new month. One other thing I wanted to show you, this is just very nice to see for once, and I really wanted to share this with you, is that yesterday we had we were a little bit front run on the golden pocket, but we had a pattern that I haven't seen in a very long time. Matter of fact, I think I only have really seen this a few times this year, and that is that we created a bit of a diamond pattern here on the chart. We are now on the 15-minute candles. Target, I think, was not completely met, but it was kind of close by. Well, yeah, maybe we just missed it by a little bit, but very nice to see this this diamond pattern again. I really like it if it is as vertical as possible, so in preferably then 1 or 2 or 3 candles to go up. Some people also take a low here and a high here and then draw a diamond pattern, then you get a very ugly pattern. I really like it as vertical as possible, but because I haven't seen this a lot this year, I thought it would be nice to share for once again on the stream. So again, guys, quickly just to wrap it up, if you want to go long, wait for retrace, you see your confirmations, and then pull the trigger. If we're going really lower, then first this low needs to be taken out, very low, 16,000, and then this bottom right here, 15,500-ish. If we go higher, I'm still aiming for 17,000 to 17,200. If we will break it with force, I am aiming for approximately 18,000-ish, but I think right now that is still a little bit too optimistic to get there today or tomorrow. With that being said, if you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I post pretty much daily. And see you guys then very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.